Hey guys, Beat Peppers here, and making a how-to video for Licorice Larry. He's the bunny-looking character here who is the boss of the monklings levels, and he's the counterpart of the Queen and Cupcake Carl. He's our third villain so far, and he's probably one of the easier ones to understand, I guess. If you don't really have a good idea of how the monklings work, make sure you check out our monklings video. I'll leave a link at the top here so that you can check that out. But Larry does the same thing we do. He tries to hatch his monklings by collecting the light blue or cyan candies. And our job is to collect ours with the orange. So you can see at the top we have a meter. We have to beat him to 5 in 20 moves. We have to collect 5 before he collects 5, or we run out of moves. So we're gonna want to drop our monkling down, and then we don't really have to block as much as, say, like when we're playing the queen. Um, Especially not in this particular level. But it is something that'll come in strategy wise at different times. Now, there's a couple things that um, that help that I didn't really. It took a while to figure out everything as far as it goes as Larry goes. But one thing that wasn't immediately apparent was that um, when when we make matches with blue, as I did right there, those don't count towards his collection, and vice versa. So, like, whenever you might see him do something like set off a color bomb and, take out all the orange, you would think, oh, that's a good thing I'm collecting orange. But if you watch, you won't be getting any. So, it can actually be a little bit frustrating at times whenever he does, instead of like doing what you think he might do, like he actually blocks instead. Like that, I think that's probably the most frustrating thing. Like Carl's frustrating for different reasons, and definitely the Queen can be frustrating for different reasons. But in particular with Larry, when he blocks, it's kind of really annoying because it just seems like sometimes he's not trying to win. He's just trying to stop us from winning, which is all he really has to do when you think about it. So the little pop-ups tell me I have to collect more than he does. I did collect one of his there. That's not always a good idea, but I also got another one of mine on board, and I'm still ahead. So that's something that you're just going to want to, you know, decide on the fly. Making, stun moves are the same here as they are with the other two. So you do want to make those, in my opinion, pretty often. But a couple things to keep in mind there is that the stun moves that collect your oranges are better than ones that don't. And then when we use our super stun move after we do 3, which I'm not going to be able to do here, it doesn't look like. We want to plan it out where we don't, where we actually advance our monklings if we can. So yeah, like I said, I couldn't make another one there, so it's just the way that worked out. But this is a pretty easy level, so we're not really in trouble here. We have 4 out and about, and all we really need to do now is collect one more, and then we can drop them all down, and that'll be that. Not a whole lot going on here that's strategically important. Just sort of, kind of the board is kind of tightened up right now, so I'm going to go ahead and collect these. This should be enough to bring the last one on the board. And now we'll have 4 moves, and we'll probably want to make some sort of special to get the rest of these down. see. We could continue to make monklings. It's, you know, if we collect more oranges, we don't really need to on this particular board. This will be good. It'll get rid of 2 of them for us and give us a stun. And then we can finish it off right here with the purple candies. So you see there, it didn't really make a big difference how many he had. You know, there, like I said, there's other boards where that will. All right, so this is 142, and this one is one where we do actually have to be really conscious of what he's doing and how, and try to stop him from dropping his down first. In the beginning, we're going to start out pretty much the same. We need to get rid of these blockers. So making specials and getting stuns are good, but it's also kind of tight until we get rid of some of this stuff. So just try to find the best move first. Making stripes is always pretty good for whenever the monklings actually get on the board. So it's really never a bad thing to do. We do want to move ours down as fast as we can too, since there's only one orange square here. So you know we want to make sure it's clear for the next one to come out right away, so we don't lose any time when we're collecting. Nice to get cascades. His side's kind of all smashed up right now, so can kind of just focus on our side. He just did a little blocking there. That's a good combo for us. So we have 3, and you can see he already had 2, so you can see that it's a little more, you know, it's a little more, since these fill up pretty fast and you get them on the board pretty fast, it's a definite possibility that we could, if we're not paying attention to what he's doing, that he could actually get his on the board too fast, and we would lose. Like where he's not just playing to stop us, but he could actually win. I think we're in pretty good shape, though. We got both of them on the board already. He still only has 3, so as long as we don't make any major mistakes here, we should be good. This will be helpful if he doesn't mess it up. Let's see. Every once in a while, he'll end up helping us some because his side of the board's messed up. It doesn't happen as much as like when you're playing Carl, though, for sure. Yeah, so this is a mess down here. Let's see if we can. He kind of messed up there. I don't know if you noticed that, but Alright, so just need to get this off, and we got 3 moves, so what can we do here? The bottom is just a mess. Alright, so 2 moves, this will work as long as he doesn't mess it up for us. There we go. So, you know, Larry, he's pretty cool. He's a little different than the other bosses, but there's same basic concept. Just have to approach his levels a little different. Always, you know, kind of figure out how many oranges it takes to fill up your meter. See how fast they're coming out. Try to figure out in the beginning whether you're trying to, you know, actively block him and watch out, like take his colors off the board and stuff like that. And then just, you know, plan accordingly. Like I said, hopefully this will help, and you'll give it a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe to my channel to get access to all the latest how-to videos and level videos as soon as they come out. Thanks.